Hey, what's going on, guys? It's like a hero. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to put out a quick video on how to make currency with a different system within the game. So you're not really mapping, you're not bossing, you're not doing anything. You're just going to be rolling sextants and then selling those for, you can see here on screen, 22 of these sextants is going for 112 chaos. But you can make lots and lots of currency, lots of divines doing this way. And it's pretty simple to do. It takes a little bit of investment and you can really start making a lot of money. The first thing you're going to want to do is head over to Carrick and you're going to want to purchase, I don't know how, it's up to you, but you want to purchase these surveyor's compasses. The reason for that is that once you roll a sextant on one of these void stones here that you unlock, and you unlock these by completing certain objectives on the atlas here, but once you get to that point where you've unlocked all your void stones, you will be rolling sextants onto these void stones and they will modify the map a certain way. They'll either, for example, let me actually just throw one on there right now. They will, so this one right here. Now for the next 4 maps that I will have additional magic monsters, normal monsters, rare monsters, depending on the map that I have, right? To roll it again. And now on top of having those additional packs, right, depending on the map, I also now have metamorphs in my maps are duplicated. And then if I keep going, right, I have 6 additional packs of corrupted vow monsters, and then I have slaying monsters together can attract monsters from the beyond. So a lot of these sextants don't go for a lot, but there's some of them that go for an incredible amount. And I believe this one right here is one that's going for 10 sextants. So right now I just spent 4 sextants randomly and I'm making 10 sextants for that investment. So this is kind of what I was saying earlier, that you want to have these compasses, because now what you can do is you right mouse click one of these compasses. And I do recommend having a PoE awaken so you can quickly check the prices. At a certain point, you'll kind of know which ones are selling. So like, I know that this slaying enemies is from the beyond this realm here. I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to right mouse click the surveyor's compass. I'm going to click onto that one, and then this becomes a charged compass. So now I can go and sell that for those 10, 11 awakened sextants. I've made back and then some of what I'm getting, what I just used, right? I used 4, I made 11. And you can see here that 50 of these are going for 1 divine currently right now. So this is a very simple way for you to make money. However, there's something else that you can do that's going to really increase your chances of landing the good sextants, those ones that are going to be selling for a good amount of money. And that is by placing certain sextants on your void stones prior to you rolling. What that means is that you're going to want to, and I could go over this about the different weights of different modifiers, but basically you want to have a shrine sextant rolled, you want to have a elemental damage rolled, or a physical damage rolled. So for example, right here, I have increased fire damage, increased chaos damage, and then I have a shrine. You could have physical damage, you could have cold damage, and then a shrine. You could have lightning damage, cold damage, and then a shrine. But you need to have 2 elementals and then a shrine. Now, once you do that, once you put those on there, so you'll have to at first like randomly roll until you find one and pull off those specific ones. You're going to place those ones on 3 of them, right? So now I have fire damage, chaos damage, and a shrine. What that's going to do is going to remove the chances of you getting the lower cost ones, the lower selling ones, and you're going to have a greater chance of rolling when you roll the sextant on the 4th one, a greater chance of getting one of the, I guess, more sought after, right? In simple terms, the more valuable ones. One quick thing that I forgot to mention here is when you are finished rolling your sextants and you're going to go sell and you're going to go back to, mapping or whatever it is. You can use those compasses also to pull those 3 weighted modifiers that you're placing. So that way, the next time you go to roll them, you don't have to look for those 2 elementals in shrine again, right? So you save them for a later take. So we're just going to roll it for a little bit here. I have increased cold damage, right? So if you didn't have that, if you want to have that for later on to roll, I would pull it off, but I already have enough. Maps can contain breaches. I kind of know which ones are worth it at this point, which ones are not. And so here's one. Okay, map Mysterious Harbingers. So I believe this one might be worth a little bit. So we have 5 Awakened Sextants. I've rolled 4. This would get me back to the ones that I already have. So I could pull it out, and we'll pull it out just to show you. So once you find one that's worthwhile, you're going to pull that off and you're going to sell it. So I have a couple here that I'm going to sell, and I'm just going to keep rolling here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the weights matter. So this one right here, this Strongbok Monsters Are Enraged, is currently right now going for 30 to 31 Awakened Sextants. This fluctuates here, and there are times where it'll be up, I've seen it as high as 42, but anywhere around there. So for me spending, what is it, like 8 so far, I've now made 31 Awakened Sextants back. So I'm going to pull that one off because I'm going to sell that one. And then I would keep going, right? I would roll again. Reflect damage. I know these ones are not worth that much, so I'm going to keep going. Life Force. Okay, as soon as I see that one, because after some time you'll kind of get used to that. This one right now is going for 19, and it's kind of fluctuating a little bit, so you can kind of see how expensive this can be. People trying to sell one for 19 right now, 37, 200 Chaos, 40, even up to 1 Divine. So that one is one that I would say that's worthwhile to keep. I'm going to pull that one off, and we're going to make all our Sextants back plus more. And look at that. We got another, I mean, this is just a little bit of RNG our way, right? But that's another 32 Awakened Sextants back, right? And that's just right now. You can wait for the market to fluctuate a little bit better. Like I said, 42, 45 is where I've kind of seen it. You might find ones that are helpful for you, and you want to use them on your maps, right? You want to throw them while you're playing. But neither here nor there. Let's just continue. We're going to keep rolling, and I think that's it. That's our last one. So by spending what we just spent, we've made, like I said, a huge amount back. So 30, even if we just round out, if we want to sell it quick and be aggressive, we have 2 of these, so that's 60 Sextants. That's way more than what we started with, right? We started like 20. So you can see now, if I were to sell a bunch of these, we're making all our money back that we invested. Plus, we are then, we can use those for more rolls and increase our amount. But it is a great way to make currency. The last thing that I do want to mention, though, is that it's super important when you are doing this that you take in your atlas, that you take this right here, which is called Enduring Influence. This is super important because what this does is makes it so that any sextants that you apply will have an additional use. So super important that this is on there while you're rolling them. And if you're going to go back to mapping or whatever, then you could take them off, and then when you go back to rolling them, put them back on. But this is helpful for that, guys. Good luck making that money. This is a great way. I'm actually let me actually show you here a recording that I had here. 38 Sextants right now currently is going for about 203 Chaos, which is insane. 47 of them going for 1 div. 46 of them going for 1 div. So it kind of is it's kind of always hovering around that price range. So it's pretty consistent with the price for that. So you get 3 of them, and that's about 3 div, right? And you just saw right now that we actually rolled 2 of them right away. That's about 2 divines in about like 3 minutes of actual, right? So it's definitely worth the investment. I hope you found the video helpful, guys. Make sure to like the video if you liked it. I try to keep it brief. Make sure to subscribe for future content, guys. I hope you are doing well. Good luck and take care.